Stephon, you talked about, there being a lot of motivation. Can you just tell me in your words, what's most motivating you for this game against the Patriots?
I think I'm motivated, anytime I step on the field, obviously I spent a lot of time there. I'm just going to, study those guys like I study every week and trust my technique and make plays for the team.
Have you had a chance, or would you end up possibly talking to any of your former teammates prior to this game, whether it's just say hello, look forward to playing, anything like that?
I talk to majority of my teammates each and every week. It's a relationship at the end of the day, but in between the lines is different. I'm trying to do whatever I can to win that snap when I'm out there.
Steph, we heard you say Sunday that this would bring a lot of extra for you. Was part of the way that all went down in New England kind of rub you the wrong way, or where do you stand with that?
It's part of it. It's part of the business. I'm happy to be here now. I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'm just looking forward to going out there and playing the way I know how to play. Whatever happened there is between, it happened. So I'm just happy I'm here.
Coming here and playing without an extension, like you are, would you have done that anywhere else, or was that kind of the appeal of coming and playing at home?
I just wanted to play football. I wanted to be somewhere where good people around, and I was able to get on the field. I felt like once I got here, that I'm healthier. I was able to take care of my body more, and I'm working towards getting to where I want to be. I just got to take it day by day and go from there.
Stephon, you said when you were traded here, you said that Bill called you and told you about the news. What's he like to work for?
He's a great coach. He studies the game. He prepares a lot, and he's going to have his players ready to play. So he's a great coach, and he does that well.
When you first got there, did it take you a minute to learn about how detail-oriented he was and how zoomed in on some of the particulars he can be?
Yeah, for sure. I learned a lot there. I played a lot of ball there, and I became a better football player there, preparing and studying. And, you learn a lot I learned a lot being in Buffalo also. So, the more and more you play, the more and more you learn. So that was just a chapter of my life that I learned a lot.
What do you think of when they moved on from Brady there, and now moving on from you, the approach they take with some veterans that are, I guess, getting to a certain age?
It's part of the business, They're going to make their decisions, and, you got to take it and, just focus on what you can control, and that's yourself and how you play and how you prepare. So it's part of the business.
Did you feel them not extending your contract, giving you a new contract, was in a way them doubting your abilities?
It's part of the business. That's how it goes. Right now I'm just worried about preparing today and tomorrow and Friday, Saturday, and getting ready to play Sunday to play the best I can for the team. So I'm not really worried about that right now.
You get a sense if you'll have a little bit more expanded role this Sunday, Steph?
I'm just taking a day at a time, and whatever role I'm in, I'm going to play it to the best of my ability. They've got a lot of good players on the team, and it's going to be a good matchup for us.
Matt said last week, I think it was last week, or made reference to are you having some knee stuff too, like swelling that's related to the quad?
Who said that?
I was trying to think if it was last week or what it was, but how are you doing health-wise is the question.
Good. I'm getting better and better every day. Moved around on the field last Sunday, so it was great to get out there and playing football again. you don't get to play the game, you take it away from you, appreciate it a lot more. I always appreciate it, but I'm happy to be out there again.
I'm curious to hear from your standpoint, I asked Coach Rule earlier, but what are some of the things that you have observed that the Patriots do well on offense?
They got a great rookie quarterback. He's making a lot of plays for him. They got a good offensive line, that can, play downhill, they can pass block, and they got some good receivers that can get open. So they can do pretty much everything, and it's going to be our best guys against their best guys, and we got to win our one-on-one matchups.
Have you yet, or do you plan on talking to Sam and PJ about what to expect from that defense since you know it so well?
I'm just I do whatever I can to help this team win the football game, and whatever I can to do that, I will do it.
Is there a spot for you to help in that case?
For sure. I mean, I've been there, but, they know that too, so,
Right.
Yeah. So it's not like I'm going to have all the answers. We got to go out there and play and win our one-on-one matchups.
Yeah, I read that, the Patriots coach play a lot of man, and then last week they switched up on the Chargers and played a lot of zone. Is that something that is just a staple of that team that, you can't really help PJ and Sam out that much because they're capable of being so versatile?
At the end of the day, I just feel like it's, you can prepare and know what a team doing. At the end of the day, you got to play good technique. You got to be able to compete one-on-one with a guy and be able to make plays against him.
What's been the coolest part about being back here in the Carolinas? Is there something you're able to do with your kids or your wife or whatever that you weren't in Boston?
Yeah, I'm back in my, my home, and, take my kids to school, spend time with my wife a lot more, and I'm around my family more, and I'm home. I know the areas. I don't have to use my, GPS much, so it's easy. So I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy for this opportunity this week, and just take it from there.
Are you able to take the kids to school on your way to the stadium? What's that kind of routine look like?
It's only Mondays or Tuesdays, not every day, but that's better than what it used to be. So that's a good thing.
With the anticipation of this game coming up, how do you feel like you're going to sleep come Saturday night? What do you think that routine's going to be like for you?
The same it is every Saturday night. I'm not going to change my routine. I'm just do what I normally do, what I've been doing my whole career, and prepare as much as I can and trust my technique and make plays when I can.
Stephon, when you talk about preparing for games each week, do you prepare differently now than you did 10 years ago? Or are there things you spend more time on now that you didn't realize were as important earlier?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I see the game way better now than I seen when I first got in the league. It's, I look at it from a whole different perspective. So I think the more and more you play, like I said, the more and more you see, and the more it allows you to make plays. And, watching film, you kind of, picture yourself out there and think about what you're going to do to make plays for the team.
The interception you had, is that an example of that? Kind of recognizing what Atlanta might have done in that situation, and is that what you know now versus what you might not have done before?
For sure, it's an example, but a lot goes on into it. You can't play everybody the same. Different receivers, you got to play them different. So it just depends on who's out there and what's the call, and then you go from there.
When did you find out you were going to be on Pitts? Was the plan to have you on Ridley, and then he was down, and then you went to Pitts, or was it always going to be Pitts?
It was always going to be him.
I got one, sorry. Matt said y'all land here coming back from Atlanta. He goes home. You came to the stadium, I guess, to rehab. Is that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's kind of something I always done after games. Just try to get an early jump on the week and take care of my body. And, I love playing, so like I try to do whatever I can to be my best on Sundays. So I try to do as much as I can for Sundays.
How long do you think you can play, man? I mean, you were teammates with Brady.
I don't know. I just try to take it a day at a time and enjoy it.
A year in mind, an age in mind?
Nah, I don't. Just take it a day at a time, year at a time, and just enjoy it while you're out there.
Rick seemed to be relieved when his return to New England was over with. I know it's different because they're coming here, but any similar, like, be glad when this week's over with, or any feelings like that, or?
No, I'm looking forward to it. This is another game that I get to go out there and play. It's like I said, I love playing, so just because it's them doesn't mean like it's a bigger game. I just love preparing and playing the game, so I'm just looking forward to it.
So what kind of changed that? It seemed like the tune has changed a little bit. You didn't say that after the Falcons game. Is it just kind of the emotions kind of wearing down?
No, it's just like I'm just happy to play. Like I wasn't playing the game, and I finally got to play. So I'm looking forward to another opportunity to step on the field and play again.
Who all was here at the stadium Sunday when you came in?
Here?
Was there anyone else kind of do the same thing you were doing?
No, I don't think so. It's just something I always done. So it's been working.
You had a trainer to let you in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kyle Pitts said you gave him his welcome to the NFL moment. Does it surprise you to hear that? Does it give you some confidence about what's it like hearing a player of his stature and his physical ability, of course, a rookie, but say that?
Yeah, it's good. I just try to study guys and try to figure out what they don't like and try to expose it as much as I can. So he's a great player. He's going to be a great player. So that's what you try to do each and every week.
Did you have a welcome to the NFL moment, or do you remember yours at all? Anything like that?
For sure, everyone has those, So you just got to learn from it. You can't, hold your head down. It'll make you better at the end of the day if you want to, but it takes hard work. It's not easy.